Shakalaka, today's video, I'm going to take a look at the top 5 undervalued long-term cryptocurrencies to buy now. Like if you want to stock your portfolio with some altcoins for the bull run that you don't have to worry about, these would be the 5 to pick. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today we're talking about the top 5 undervalued, must-own, insane altcoins for this bull run and for the long term. How am I doing it? Am I picking these out of my rectum? No, damn near killed them. No, I'm looking at token metrics. Why? Because this is a system that Ian Bellina used to turn $20,000 into over $5 million in the last bull run. Now, why am I taking a look at the long-term altcoins on this? Because this was a strategy shared with me by some of their top analysts for picking out absolute winners. So today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 and seeing how they look in terms of TA. Before we get started, guys, make sure to join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Also, watch out for comments, replies to your comments down in the comments section. That is not me. That is a scammer. So report those comments because I am not replying to your comments. And also, I did want to share this really good news from Willy Woo. He says, looking at wallet flows, $54,000 is the strongest area of Bitcoin price discovery by long-term investors since $11,000. That's right. If you wish you would have gotten into Bitcoin back when it was $11,000, guess what? You have another chance right now. He goes on to say, typically Bitcoin forms a strong base of price discovery 2 to 3 times above the prior cycle all-time high before launching into bull market highs. So it looks like we're coming up to the third and final phase of the bull cycle where Bitcoin could potentially go into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this area where we are right now might potentially be the bottom of the next cycle. Right now we are kind of around the $1,000 to $3,000 area of the 2017 cycle. Now, let's take a look at some of those altcoins because that's why you watch this thing. You guys don't care about Bitcoin. You want some altcoins. Well, the top 5 altcoins. And I'll put a link down in the comments, a pinned comment. That's the only comment I put down in the comments. The rest are all scammers asking you to call them on WhatsApp. I don't know what people would do that, but apparently some people think it's me. Well, in the pinned comment, I'll put a link with a discount to token metrics where you could check it out yourself. But here's what I take a look at. The yearly and the investor. And from that, it helps pick out the top undervalued projects. Like these are projects that artificial intelligence and machine learning is taking a look at thousands of altcoins and saying, hey, out of those thousands of altcoins, these are the ones that if you're just going to put your money in for a year, you're going to end up doing best. So let's take a look at them. First, on top, Coco's BCX. Now, this is one that we've been talking about a lot. This one reminds me a lot of what Chili's did before it went up 180x, where this is just in the charts non-stop. And as you can see, Coco's BCX is continuing to go up in this rising wedge. Now, it could go up because we have this little dotted line trend here. If it breaks through to the bottom, we might find some support there. But overall, Coco's BCX seems to be in somewhat of an uptrend. So it seems to be one worthwhile, particularly if NFTs seem to be a long-term phenomenon. If they're not, then maybe not, but maybe they'll pivot. Who knows? So that's the first one. Second one would be FTT, which is FTX token. Okay, now this one has been very strong. They're trying to get Miami Heat Stadium right now. And as you can see, this trend line has been since pretty much the beginning of 2021 all the way for the past few months and has just been bouncing off of that trend line. There was actually a wedge right here, but it's starting to break through to the upside. This is looking very bullish to where it could continue going on the upside, definitely finding support with this line. So I would say, hey, FTX is looking pretty darn good. Now the next one would be Elrond. Now Elrond also following a trend line, and it did have quite a run-up, which ended around the beginning of February, pulled back down to 38.2 fib, which is oftentimes a bit further than where we like to see strong support at 61.8, but bounced between there and the 61.8, now finding support on the 50 fib. Now, if it stays finding support on this this trend line, this white trend line, then that might be a good time to pick up some before it turns back up. However, if it seems to bounce down below the trend line, might not be looking too good for Elrond. So you'll have to keep an eye on it. Definitely if it starts heading back up, if it breaks the 61.8 fib and keeps going, definitely a good buy indicator for Elrond. Next one is synthetics. This is one that is quite interesting, helping to get Bitcoin and other things into DeFi. Well, right now it's in this wedge here, and it's towards the bottom of the wedge. So likely it's going to head back up towards the top of the wedge. Right now, at about 38.03, could go up to 59.06. So you could potentially double your Bitcoin on its ride up and then sell and buy back in down here and sell and keep doing the same thing until it breaks out to the top or bottom, at which time you stop trading it. So synthetics is looking like a good one to potentially trade right now. And the last one would be Theta. Now Theta, again, following this great bullish trend line, rose all the way up in around March 23rd, peaked out, so it had quite a bull run already, but came back down, finding support on the 61.8 fib, which is pretty darn bullish. So if it bounces off of this trend line, or if it starts to be taking off from the 61.8 fib, then potentially could be very good news for Theta. So out of all of these, I would say that Theta token and FTX are my most bullish. But synthetics would be a very good one to trade because it's been just falling in this pattern, and just keep trading this pattern while it works. So that is all for the video today. If you guys did enjoy that, make sure to like it. Also check out Token Metrics. There's a discounted link in the pinned comment. I do not reply to your comments. That is a bot and a scammer. Please report it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you later. Peace.